Hey guys, and thanks for clicking on another episode of I Love You, Colonel Sanders. And I have nothing much to say, so we'll just get into it. See you inside. Okay, let's not waste any time and let's just get into it. Oh man, you know what? Playing this game, so talaga kumain ng KFC. Lakas ng KFC dito eh. Okay, we're back. So on last episode, we woke up after we had that battle with the monster. Colonel Sanders saved us, and we woke up, and we're not sure if they were memories or premonitions. What was that? Okay. Well, anyway, let's just get started with the day. We'll fast forward to where we left off, and that was when we were going to tell a story to Miriam, and then she was going to tell a story of her own. So let's see. Okay, here we are. There's Miriam.
Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank.
Okay. Like him? Like?
I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. We got to talking after class and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders.
Ooh, we got some intel on Colonel Sanders.
Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at the school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade.
That kind of doesn't make sense. He was in the convertible that he was rode. Okay. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Okay, yep, that's why it doesn't make sense. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders.
You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, you're a thing now?
We definitely connected yesterday.
Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you? I guess.
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. Dot dot dot.
So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. That man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt I'd be much use to anyone.
Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Tell her the ingredient Colonel Sanders told you. Make up a fake. Okay. So we have to tell her something. We can't. I'm not gonna tell her the truth because it was a secret ingredient. We were given trust, so we should not give it away. Make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about It was Eye of Newt! I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt.
Eye of Newt! Wow!
Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you can figure that you've satisfied her curiosity, and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school! He arrives at school on a horse! Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Run to him. What the? Run to him? What? Ang drama mo! Ano ba yan? Ang baduy kasi. Run to him. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Ito na lang. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beauty you have! I mean, what a horseful beauty you have! Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you.
Oh, Michaela just gets really nervous around people they like.
What? This is not helping!
I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it.
She gives you a wink and a smile, as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one, I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why did you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop acting immature. Act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. Ito lang. You sit near the rivals but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules. I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ain't you. Huh? Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. It doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spook monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
We're playing!
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep beep.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. Cute na umuusok. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Bzz. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders! The disgraced men are about to come to blows! I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't, honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly, he loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Michaela? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A shimmering pepper, a glass of water, a dog biscuit? Well, this is tasteless, and a dog biscuit I think would be like weird, and so shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend! Ooh! This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh! You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... So sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man! Stupid. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure they'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Step up and tell them you're on. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Actually, you know what? That would be boring, so let's go for this. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool! A good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Michaela. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense, you breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. Okay, Proverbs from Colonel Sanders, and that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, if the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? After you turn to 100 degrees Celsius. What the heck? What? That's right, but how would you have gotten into this school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my fairy belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? 7. 11. That's right, you might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now, that would be a great tip to harness it, so where does it come from? That's right, this is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Aroo! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sound of success? What? Silence? That's right, when they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Michaela! He's actually cheering you on! Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy? What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. Grr. You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What the hunk? I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, you're going to try the video along the beach. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate big biscuits? Woof woof! You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements off her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes! I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Michaela does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. What's with you and your proverbs? When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed.
Michaela, no!
But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much more difficult. Huh? Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Michaela's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Michaela to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly. What? A jelly? Cute naman ito. Grabe naman. Sobrang galing naman magluto niya. Ano ba yan? Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you! As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Oh, internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. It's time to step up our game. Wacha! You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off of his glistening face. Internalize the rage you feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. Oh my gosh, you drama queen! Get a hold of yourself, sheesh! And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Is this what girls think about? Ano ba yan? Chill, sheesh. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with a mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Shucks. Failure's a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. Colonel Sanders. Ganun pala, boss. Ganun pala, boss. Paturo naman, boss. So, but I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. What the is he? Guys, lumuluha siya. Ano ba yan? Takita, you see this? Arte. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. What's an obstetrician? Check ko lang, guys. Obstetrician. Just gonna check that right quick here. Obstetrician, a physician specializing in obstetrics. Wow, thank you. A branch of medical science that deals with pregnancy, childbirth, and OB. So yung mga OB, right? Sorry, OB, right? Oh, I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. Okay, obstetrician, lawyer, what else? I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. Mules. Dang mules! Dang mules! Ah, mules! I'll never forgive you, mules! I lost my business partner to a gunfight. Whoa! This guy lived a high action packed life. I didn't know. Hey guys, I just inserted this segment here to tell you na a lot of what Colonel Sanders was saying, pinagtatawanan ko and I didn't take them seriously. But apparently, some of those are actually true. As in, the real life Colonel Sanders tried to be an obstetrician. He also studied law and practiced a little bit. And he also did lose his business partner in a gunfight. So, I might be laughing at some of the parts in the game. Baka ano siya, you might find it inappropriate, but I didn't know that they were actually true in the real life. Colonel Sanders, the real guy, lived a pretty hardcore life. So anyway, much respect to him and no disrespect meant to his relatives or descendants. Yun lang yung gusto ko sabihin. It's just, ang dami kasing kalokohan sa game, so I didn't know na totoo na pala yung sinasabi. So that's it. And I hope I didn't offend anybody with that. No one wants to be insensitive, right? Okay, that's it. Back to the game. See ya. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but hasn't always been. This guy right here. Okay. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. Crisp white suit, bro? I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Shut up, Pop! Shut up! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster! Borko? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I was always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it! You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me. And I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Michaela, Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Oh, what was there, brother? A personal invite? You can imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Oh, we're in his house. Oh my gosh, can you see this, guys? Look at that. Ang ganda naman dito. Meron siyang parang yung hanging na fireplace. It's a fireplace, right? That's definitely a fireplace. We don't have fireplace in the Philippines because it's a tropical country, but what the baby picture ni Colonel Sanders. He already has a goatee and glasses. And then there's him in Egypt, and there's him and his partner, probably. But mukha na siyang matanda dito. May cane pa. Ang cute ng manok. Ganda ng bahay. Napaka, simple lang. Some view. Look at that view. Mountains. By a peaceful lake and a framing tree. Man. Anyway, back to the game. The music, mga anak. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. This guy is just spouting proverbs for every line. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there's something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures, but I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? Well, he gave us the secret ingredient, so maybe tama lang na i-reveal ko siya? Open up your, You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Wow! Mukhang masarap yung coleslaw! Magnificent! Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Okay, well, I'm not sure, maybe limited lang yung pwede mong tingnan, so we'll look at the things that are most interesting to me, guys. Sorry. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Oh my gosh, what are you doing here? Get out of here!
Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death?
Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you?
I could just tell you my name right now.
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack, and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. Tap on an item to discover more about the... Well, that's so random, this game, man. Okay, let's check this credit card. Oh. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. What? Tap on an item to discover more about the colonel. This chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Wow. How about this vase right here? You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Oh. Poor guy. Oop. I think we're not ready to go yet. We're gonna look at this first, huh? One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. They're not. They're not. Anyway. Okay. Kitin. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices? An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sport, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Tap on an item. This one? This must be where Hiki used the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Ano to? Is this a delivery number ng KFC sa US? We'll check. Okay. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style?
What? 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 Sashimi? What? Huh? Yeah, I don't think so.
Ew. Raw chicken? What? Get out of here. Oh, okay. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Oh. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. Maybe too soon? No point in lying. Just fess up. What's fess up? These. And I thought I was good with English. What's fess up? Oh, to fess up is to confess. Tell the truth. Okay, let's just go for this one. You confess. Oh my gosh. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too. But I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Michaela? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Okay, and dahil sa natulog tayo, I think I'm gonna cut the episode right there. Guys, ang daming drama. Grabe yun. Ang daming drama ng palabas na to. Game. Ang landi nila lahat. Grabe, sobrang landi nila. Sa Colonel Sanders, dahil mong pinagsasabihin, daldal mo. Okay, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed that episode and we'll continue it on the next one. I'll see you in the next one, baby boy and baby girl. See ya!